It's a cold, foggy morning in a village north of Delhi. These government health workers are going door to door on a mission to help control their country's population.
We go to every home, we meet women, their husbands and their families. We motivate them to opt for permanent sterilisation.
The health workers arrive at the house of a woman named Asha. She has 4 kids.
I'm going to get reproductive surgery, so I won't have any more children.
Asha tells us she'll be paid the equivalent of $25 Australian as an incentive for the surgical sterilisation. The health worker receives $18 for every person she convinces to get it done, on top of her base salary.
We get incentives for getting people to do reproductive surgery. We benefit and so does the woman.
Nowhere in the world do you have such high sterilisation rates. There is a push by the providers always for sterilisation.
The Indian government is paying people to get sterilisation surgery as the country takes over from China as the most populous in the world. In both countries, the number of babies born each year is falling. It's just happening at a slower rate in India. Like China, India has also tried a variety of different ways to try and reduce its population. And it started in 1975. India was actually the first country in the world to introduce a national family planning scheme. But this was a particularly dark part in India's history. Millions of men were forcibly given vasectomies.
They took me forcefully. I told the police that my wife had already been sterilised, so why would they sterilise me?
In a campaign introduced by Indian Prime Minister Indira Gandhi, 6.2 million men like Mr. Taneja were forced to get vasectomies.
The legacy remains that sterilisation is only one way, and it is not a very effective way, especially for young people, because it is a permanent method.
Female surgical sterilisation is still the most common form of contraception in India. And while it's not forced now, giving people incentives is controversial. We met Komal 5 days after she got the surgery.
The health worker kept on motivating me for sterilisation, and I was hesitant initially. Later I decided to follow her advice.
It's safer to do male sterilisation. Men need to step up.
While some politicians are focused on the risks of population growth, others see this as a major economic opportunity. India is the world's youngest country and it has major goals to become an economic superpower. But only 40% of people of working age in this country are currently in work. These students are calling on India's government to provide more job opportunities.
For last 10 years, I've been searching for a job, but we have not been able to get a decent job in India.
For Komal and her family, what's at stake is whether they'll benefit as the economy grows or be stuck in poverty.
Our children's future will be good. We will always hope for the best.
A critical few decades ahead. Abni Dias, ABC News, New Delhi.